Miss Aisha, one of the things that have been mentioned is this idea of one, make your business viable. This idea of character, this idea of also have a track record, and all of that. So I want to bring this concept of record keeping in. It's one of the things in my engagement with a number of farmers and even young people. It seems to be one of the critical skill sets that I found to be missing. What is your opinion, or what do you think about the role of record keeping in actually making a company investable? Can you shed a little bit more light on that, Ms. Aisha?
Sure. Data is very important. And how do you get data? You get data from keeping records. Having your historical data helps you predict the future. Although the past does not predict the future, it does help you guide, what the possibilities might be. That's actually a core proponent of Farmz2U, which what we do. We use data to help farmers make better decisions. So aggregating data like historic crop yields and pest infestation, waste as a result of pest infestation, and using that to help make better decisions. From a financial aspect, so record keeping like your revenue, your costs, all those elements, they help you improve your chances of being an investable agribusiness. To show trends of what you're accomplishing in your business, then you're able to say that, okay, I made this was my performance last year, so I am forecasting that this is possibly my performance for the next 2 to 3 years. Now that's what record keeping does from a financial aspect. From an operational aspect, you also are able to use record keeping to improve your efficiency. So how well, for instance, are you able to, on a farm, for instance, my yield last year, how much was my yield last year or the year before? And that way I can forecast what my potential yield will be next year. You can also use things like record keeping of weather as well. To say that, okay, it's going to rain. So let me say where in the rainy season, a lot of farmers are growing at the moment. How does that affect things like irrigation? You then start to alter how much water you're feeding your farm based on the data trends of, what the rain volume would be. So record keeping is very important, and it's something that I don't see much of in the agricultural industry in Nigeria. So, I've been saying that we've been aggregating data to support farmers, but there isn't a lot of quality data out there. Farmers aren't really recording, what their historic crop yields are. So if you're not recording what your historic crop yields are, how are you able to determine if I did well this year or I didn't do so well? What is the benchmark that you're making comparisons to? So record keeping has a very, very important role. And this is what we are, this is what Farmz2U is actually seeking to support smallholder farmers with, helping them aggregate data that supports capital providers. Because before someone gives you capital, they want to be able to see what your trends are. Are you actually a good farmer? What defines a good farmer? A good farmer, I'll say, is someone able to minimize waste and minimize cost, optimize yield. If you don't have data to show how you've done that over the last how many years you've been farming, I feel like that is a loss to you as a farmer. Other things that data also helps with insurers. In order for insurance companies to give you an accurate premium being, how much you're paying to protect your farm, maybe against capital or yield loss. The insurer needs to have data on you and on your farm. But if that data is not available, if you've not been keeping records, how are they able to make an informed decision? That is actually, lack of data and lack of record keeping is actually one of the things that leads to farmers not having access to capital or having access to affordable insurance, because there is no way for a financial company or a financial institution to be able to accurately estimate what this person's performance is, what this farm's performance is, because there's no record keeping. But if you are able to keep those records, I feel like that would help improve your chances. It kind of draws a picture and shows you where it is you're going to. So I think that would be my 2 cents on record keeping. I think it's very important, and we need more solutions that support that.
Yeah, thank you so much for sharing that. It's a very, very important thing that they have to be taken into consideration, and not even just for farmers in the field, even as somebody who have an idea as well. The process of demonstrating the viability of your business cannot be done without adequate record keeping. The process of communicating whether your business is investable or not relies on the amount of record you could keep, how much of that journey you can actually put down, and also communicate effectively. So yeah, thank you so much for sharing that.
Sorry, I'd actually like to add something else. Sorry,
yeah,
to
please
cut
go
you,
ahead.
but I was actually recently on a B2B working committee that had the likes of Honeywell, Arla, and they were actually complaining how they need more produce from farmers, to process semovita and all their other value chains, and highlighted the fact that not being able to know what's happening on the farm really is a cost to them, because they have to have a longer inventory cycle. So that's just a component of how lack of record keeping can be a cost. And if you're able to keep those records, you're able to actually create new opportunities of being able to, for instance, like of Honeywell, because they are able to see what your projections are, and as a result match that to what their requirements are. So I just thought it was worth adding that that is just a sliver of the challenges that lack of record keeping creates, and the opportunity that you can access by keeping records.
Yeah,